Hey guys, what's up? I'm actually in my bathroom because everybody's all over and I don't want to disturb anybody in my house. But I did this video because there's many people that want me to touch back on this subject, so I'm going to. But if you guys like my channel, whether it's dentures, autoimmune, medical health, positive uplifting, it doesn't matter. Whatever, please subscribe. It keeps me to keep doing my videos. Liking also keeps me involved in my videos. The more people watch and like and subscribe, also click that bell button so you don't miss all. Like any of my videos, especially my giveaways, you want to click the bell, hit all so you don't miss out. But it is important for anybody you watch on YouTube for you to subscribe it if you like them, and if you like certain videos, comments, any of that, because it helps us keep going with our channel. Because if we don't have much going on with it, we won't keep doing it, or we won't do it as often. So if you like it, definitely get involved and get all up in there. So usually I talk about dentures and medical stuff, so I have my most watched videos are from Linzess, which is a medication, and small fiber neuropathy. Now, a lot of people stop searching the internet. A lot of people search the internet, they type up their symptoms, which could be anything really, and they'll think they're dying. I was always told by my doctors to never do that. Same with medications. Stop reading the prescription, everything that can go wrong in the medication. If you know how you normally are every day, when you start the medication, notice all symptoms, side effects, whatever, go away within 2 weeks. So if you get normal side effects, give it a week or two or less, and it'll go away. It's new to your body chemistry, so you're going to have any symptoms or side effects. A lot of people think that the second they get a symptom or side effect, that means they're allergic. My husband does that. With one of his meds, he was like, oh, I'm allergic, I was getting diarrhea. I'm like, that's not an allergy, that's a side effect, that goes away. So I'm like, definitely don't put it down, because if that's something that could save your life one day, if you put it down as an allergy, they're gonna have nothing to save your life with. So definitely, if you're one of the person that get anxious over medications or searching any symptoms, don't do it. Speak to a doctor, write down your symptoms and all of that. So this one person today wrote down that they think they have small fiber neuropathy, they get tingling in pins and needles. That could be anything. Anything. All neuropathy stuff does that. Small fiber neuropathy doesn't have that much of that. There's a lot to it. So small fiber neuropathy is the small peripheral nerves inside of your entire body, your organs, your skin, like everything. Everything. It's the peripheral nerves. Now, there's way more symptoms. Like in the heats, I'm allergic to it. I swell. I do all this stuff. I break out and all sorts of things. I also burn a ray of fire often. It's peripheral nerves. Also, you won't be able to sweat at all. Not even if you do your strongest workouts, the hottest day in the world, you won't have ounce of sweat. Or, which I don't like to bring this part up because people be like, oh my god, I sweat too much. No, you don't. Some people can sweat overly excessively. That means you would soak your clothes within about 15 minutes of being outside in the sun. But I have the more severe, rare part of it, which I don't sweat at all. So it's not tingly. I wish it was tingly. That's like normal neuropathy. Diabetes is common with neuropathy too. But again, not small fiber neuropathy. Small fiber neuropathy is a rare to uncommon-ish kind of deal, disease affecting the small peripheral nerves. There's also large fiber neuropathy, and I'm explaining how it gets all tested. So small fiber neuropathy is done by a double biopsy. Every country does this for knowing the results to it. There's no blood test that can tell you. There's none of that. Double biopsy. Mine was done on my left ankle, my right wrist, so they have it on every part of your body, because you might have it just in your feet. You might have it just on one side of your body. Like my right side is worse than my left, but I have it on both sides. So my autoimmune doctor's like, hey, we're going to get you tested, because this is facts. The facts are, whether fibromyalgia is not real, I have nothing to do with that. But unfortunately, doctors don't test people. They just be like, oh, you have overactive nerves, you have nerve pain, boom, it's fibromyalgia. How does everybody in the world have fibromyalgia? Seriously, think about that. There's no testing for fibromyalgia. So because if somebody has nerve pain, they just immediately diagnose them with nothing else involved. See, they diagnosed me with that originally. My autoimmune doctor was like, I want to test you for small fiber neuropathy. They did. Came back super uber positive. where like it's in my entire body. Now it's too late because their dumb diagnosis of fibromyalgia, because they were too lazy to test me for other things. Here's the problem. Some doctors have an ego problem. They also like, oh, statistically, you don't have it. Or I doubt you're the rare person to have it. Honey, I have like 3 rare diseases. And because I was so ignored, I was like, oh, they were like, oh, you're young, you're beautiful, you're fine. I'm not. Just the way you look ain't got shit to do with what's going on inside your body. So they were late diagnosing. There's not really much you can do anyway for it. Large fiber neuropathy testing can follow through. Like small fiber neuropathy can cause that, which more rare than small fiber neuropathy. Sets it through a muscle biopsy, which is utterly painful. Now, my autoimmune doctor's pretty sure I have large fiber neuropathy, but with all that I'm going through medically and with blood clots, pulmonary embolisms, blood disorder, I mean, you name it, I have things, and it's obnoxious. He was like, it's not worth testing you. He's like, it'd be the same regimen anyway, if you have it or not. So he's like, I'm pretty sure you do have it. Doesn't matter if you have it? No. Because we already know you have small fiber neuropathy. So, and he's like, with all your other conditions, putting you through something so painful as a muscle biopsy that you have to be awake for and to suffer, he goes, you suffer enough. You don't need to do it. But I get annoyed by doctors commonly misdiagnosing people. I see it all the time in the community. There was quite a few people through the years I've been doing this, and I've spoke about small fiber neuropathy, when they've come to me and they're like, Heather, what are the other symptoms? People, stop reading the internet. Like, if you have other symptoms, that's one thing, but because you have tingling and pins and needles, that could be anything. That literally could be anything in this universe that can cause that. And the number one cause is always diabetes. So, I mean, if you have diabetes, that's what's causing it. But small fiber neuropathy, I wish was like that. It literally, and I'm not talking about like a hot flash. I'm talking like you're so on fire, you have a fever. That's how on fire you are. You're so on fire, and it's so much neuropathy pain that if somebody were to touch you, you would curl up in a little ball and cry. Like, it's indescribable. Plus, you swell and allergic to the sun. Like, there's so many. Look it up. There's literally so many. It's not just tingly. I don't even get tingly. I kind of wish I had that instead of the fire. But there's so much more to it. So much more. And I tell people are like, oh, everybody comes to me, it's like, oh, I'm diagnosed with fibromyalgia, but, you know, these are my symptoms. I'm like, listen, go to your neurologist and say, I want a small fiber neuropathy biopsy done. If they don't like it, too bad, it's your health. I say that to people all the time, be your best own advocate. Even I have to put my foot down sometimes. Not with my autoimmune doctor, he's absolutely fucking amazing. Like, shout out to Dr. Shapiro from Scleroderma World, because you're amazing. You have the knowledge. And you're so helpful, you listen, you care. Like, you're what every doctor should be. And I wish they were all like you. I really do. More than you'll ever know. But if you have a ton of other symptoms, hit me up. I can always email me, guys, anytime. And you can be like, Heather, listen, I'm going through this, this, and this. Can you at least point me in the direction of, because I have everything, guys. So if I can help, I'm going to help. I would rather help you be an advocate for yourself than watch you suffer the way I did. How I was treated was not okay. And I almost died too many times. And I'm not going to get emotional about it. We're going to move past. So, there is no testing for fibromyalgia. They touch your pressure points, which great, would hurt most people. And they're like, oh, you have it. I don't even have fibromyalgia. And fibromyalgia is a very mixed situation because some people don't think it's real. Some, because they think doctors are just, you know, they're lazy or they're just making shit up instead of them finding out the real reason. And there's some people that, you know, truly, genuinely believe in it. But how does everybody in the world have it? Like, you know what I mean? Because they misdiagnosed me because they were lazy, it makes me believe that other people are going through the same thing. So that's why I try to put out the information. I try to give out my personal experience and what the truth is and how I can help or how you can help yourself. Because I don't want people going online and stressing their body out. Stress and anxiety can cause an autoimmune disease. Will it always? No, but it can. I got most of my autoimmune diseases from stress. And I mean severe stress, not like little stress. I mean like severe, life-altering, changing stress. And I don't want you guys to go. I'm not going to see 40. I'm 37. I barely made it through 46 pulmonary embolisms. Like, I'm being real, one-on-one, truth, ride or die. I'm being legit with you guys. That I wish most doctors were. Ow, I got a lot of pain in my fucking arch. So if you just get pins and needles and stuff like that, I would not sweat it. If you're one of those people that stress out over everything you read on the internet or prescriptions, which, I mean, it's easy to do. Anybody can see side effect death. Death is not a side effect. That is KO. That's not a side effect. You're dead. I don't know why some meds say that. Yes, I've taken meds that say that, and I still get annoyed by it. That's not a side effect. You're dead. You can't come back from that. Jesus. Side effect. It's like a side effect. It's not KO, bro. But you would need way more other symptoms besides that to even consider it could be small fiber neuropathy. But don't take that diagnosis and just leave it at that. If you have other things, if you suffer anything similar to what I go through, I have too many diseases, so sometimes it's hard to pinpoint which disease it's coming from, but I know small fiber neuropathy oh too well. We are not cool with each other. We brawl it out. Not happy. F you, small fiber neuropathy. Like, you are my kryptonite, and I hate you. I despise you. Yeah, not happy. But I don't want you guys freaking yourselves out. If you ever have questions, you ever want to know which direction to go to, what blood tests to do for autumn, like anything I could do, I can help. Just hit me up. Because even if I can make a difference in one person's life, two persons, it doesn't matter. I'd rather not put you through misery. I'd rather not hear how much you're suffering, and I know what it did to me. And I do my YouTube to protect, help, and be there for other people if they want me to be there. Can't force people, but I always want to have everybody's back. Doesn't matter. I'm not on here to make videos of money. I do not make money. I'm not sponsored. Nobody, whatever. It's just me talking to you guys one-on-one. And I'm being real with you. Don't stress out over things. A neurologist would be the best person to talk to, but you want to, if you get pins and needles and tingles and all that stuff, they're going to want to do a CBC differential. They're going to want to do a metabolic differential, because lack of B12, lack of vitamin D, lack of magnesium could cause those symptoms too. So you want to outrule deficiency. You want to outrule the normal stuff. You want to outrule diabetes. You want to outrule all this other stuff before you go jumping into the big leagues. Because sometimes it could be just a deficiency. I've had my B12 depleted. Right now I'm going through, I always have a B12 deficiency, but this one is so bad like it was the first time when I was depleted. And now I have to do it weekly. I do it myself. The B12 shots once a week for the first 4 weeks, and then every 2 weeks from there on out permanently. Having blood clots depleted all my vitamins, have to reboot again. But the neuropathy from that is so intense, guys. The brain fog, it feels like your brain's being squished and you can't hold a thought. So if that sounds familiar, please tell your doctors to check your vitamins now before it gets any worse, because if they do not help you and get it treated quickly, it could be permanent damage. And who the hell wants permanent brain damage and nerve damage? Nobody. But small fiber neuropathy, guys, is, you can't fix it. You could, I'm on Lyrica. People like, don't do gabapentin, guys. That med is too dangerous. They've been fighting to put that as an opiate and stuff like that because it's just dangerous. Too many personal experiences of my friends and family. No, I will never recommend that med. People like, oh, Lyrica's, you know, I get side effects from it. You're going to get side effects from every med. But once your body gets used to the med, side effects go away. They all go away. And they're supposed to start off with a low dosage, so it's less side effects. And then you build yourself up. You don't just go on a high dosage. I'm on like the max dosage because I have too many neuropathy diseases. And I'm pretty much doing palliative care at this point. But don't hesitate to ask me questions. Like, there's some times where I'm like floored by some questions. But I'd rather you ask me and get the answer and get help than you hold it in because you're afraid of a response. You're not going to... I'm never going to get mad at somebody for asking me a legit question. never going to be upset or anything. Just ask. I will put my email in the comment section, and I will also put it in the description or next to the title of the video. You click on that, bring it down, boom, information will be in there. But any comments, questions, anything, just put them down below, guys. If you want me to make a video of a topic, just tell me that. Or I'll just straight up answer you. Sometimes I make shorts, guys. I make shorts all the time answering people. So definitely keep a lookout. If I haven't answered you in 24 hours, then that means it's a short answering you. I do shorts every single day that go out straight up on YouTube, 60-second videos. Boom, you get your answer, and I help people as much as I can. But I love you guys. Stay safe. Remember, I have an anxiety disorder, so you don't want all this stuff getting to you because it can ruin your health more. And your health, well-being, and your life is so freaking damn important. Sometimes it's easier said than done to control stress, but for your life, you need to do it. For your life, you need to be able to, meditate or listen to music, do something if you feel yourself getting to a high level. Do something to decrease it. Favorite hobby, favorite songs, favorite music, favorite exercise. Doesn't matter. Whatever makes you happy, do it. Because the more you do that, the more it controls the stress. And if you do have autoimmune, it lessens the flare-up. Which, thank God for that. But I love you guys. Have a great day. Later.